Stocks Predator, basic training number 2. So watch lists and dynamic watch lists, and we'll go through how to put those together now. Okay, so basic screen here, and again, when we first open and log in, we have the end of the day scanner there. If we just click the down arrow here, you can see my user-defined watch list that I've put together, and I'm going to put a new one together there, and my dynamic watch list. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. The dynamic watch lists are basically you build a set of filters, and then the scanner runs over 24 hours and it sends you an email with that up-to-date watch list, and it updates that watch list automatically on the system. Whereas the user-defined watch lists are basically stocks that you put into a specific watch list. So I'm just going to add another one now. So when we go to add what we can create, I'm just going to call this live short trades. Okay, so create it, and that's now in my list. You see success button there, and we can see now that live short trades is in my list. So couple of things that needs to happen here is adding specific stocks to specific lists. So first of all, if we come across a stock that has full confluence, so when the scanners run for the day, if we go to confluence and we go 3 red, okay, so these are the stocks out of the 5,069 stocks that have full confluence for shorts, okay. And if we find a specific stock that looks good and we want to go put in on a specific watch list, let's just go through these very quickly. And I'm not saying there's going to be one. Okay, just needs a lot of fresh air. Again, future training sessions will be how to identify these, put support and resistance zones on, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to try and see if just go back to that one, that ETF actually. Okay, so this looks, a potential short with a target down to here. So at this moment in time, I'm not going to put a journal together. I just wanted to show you how to add it. So if I right click on there, I'm going to add that to my potential shorts. So that's added to my potential short watch list. Again, you get the success banner there. If I now go to my potential shorts, you'll see GPMO there. Just take the filter off and you'll see the other ones in there as well. So also now when we go through from potential to live, so for example UNH, I've put it back in the potential shorts. This was my short entry here when I got full confluence short, and it moved all the way down to here. So if this was live, I can now go to UNH, right click, add that to my live short trades, and now I can remove it from there. So now if I go to my live short trades, UNH will be in there. Very, very simple. And something I need to do right now, if I just go back to my main watch list, again on the first training video you saw the Netflix trade. So Netflix trade actually took me in. At that time we had full confluence with a 5-star roller coaster and all 6. We printed a 6-star on Friday and it actually went in. So it's now gone from my main watch list to my live. It's the trade's been entered, so I can actually then add Netflix to my live swing trades, and then I can remove it from my main watch list. Okay, so if I now go to my live swing trades, you'll see Netflix is in there, and obviously during the weekend I'm going to update the journal for the entry and that sort of thing. Okay, so that's the main watch list. That's the ones that you're watching, and it's a potential, for example, or it's actually live now. Other ones I've got in there is my live investments, my high yield stocks and ETFs for dividends, that sort of thing. So when I look at those, that particular watch list, put this together, we can see some of these pay 13% a year. Trin, for example, was one that I was interested in as we got full confluence going through this daily channel, and then we've had a move. So it's not just about buying a high yield stock or ETF, it's actually getting in at the right time So you've got some growth there as well as that high yield dividends. Okay, so that's the main watch list. So if we now go back to the end of day scanner, so what I'm going to do is just put some filters together and build a new dynamic watch list. Okay, so if I go full confluence 3 green, okay, I want them to be traded by options, and I want a beta above 1. Okay, so this is the current from the filter, from the scan, this is the current list of stocks. Netflix is in there again. Okay, Spotify is in there. But the thing is with a dynamic watch list, every time there's a scan, every 24 hours, this will update to any new that's put on there. So we're going to add a dynamic watch list at the top here, because it's when we've got these filters in, it's these specific filters for full confluence green. They're optionable, so you can trade with options, and I've got a beta above 1. So that's that filtration, and I can add a dynamic watch list now. So I can call this bullish options potential trades, for example. Okay, so I can now create that. Oh, got a wrong couple below there. Can now create that dynamic watch list. So then when we go to our scanners here, you can see the bullish options potential trades. So every 24 hours that will update dynamically. Okay, if there is new stocks that come in that meet that criteria of full bearish, they're optionable, and they've got a beta above 1, they will add there. Now, we talked about in the first session about getting emailed for those alerts. So if we go back to here and we go to trade alerts, so now on my daily trade alerts, I actually want to include this new bullish options trade, potential trade. So if I just click that and close, so now every 24 hours when it updates, I will get an email with those new updates. Okay, so that's the dynamic watch list. Very, very simple. And it will update. So if I go to my 3 confluence bear that I set up a long time ago, there's my 3 confluence bear that I've got right now. So I've got no other filters on there. I just wanted to sort of highlight potential stocks. Again, short interest here is very low. I'm not going to look at that. To be honest, most of those don't look any good. CNR short interest is about 7%. That looks reasonably good. Got some bit of fresh air there. But again, that's the dynamic watch list, and I can get emailed those, and they will automatically update. Where our manual ones, if we always take the filter off, these are the ones that are specific watch lists for us. So these were my 2 in 2, so 2 stocks in 2 minutes that I did a series of, and this was a trade at this point here, and it's just about to hit target now. So that's my 2 in 2 watch list. So you can just build as many watch lists as you can. Now, for me, when I start to do this with that beta for sharing, so when you went into here on the trade alerts and you wanted to receive notifications about shared watch lists, again, this is in beta right now. It will just be for VIP users in the future. What I will do, so my main watch list, for example, here with my, with all of the different, with the journal entries and everything like that, I can actually share that watch list. So what I will do, nobody else can do that, is that for my main watch list, for example, I can share that. So now anybody that's gone and collect that notification will get updated as I add stocks to that, or I add journal entries, that sort of thing. So that's very, very cool. So again, short video. It's just about the main watch list and the dynamic watch list. In the next training video, we're going to talk about a little bit of, once those scans have happened, how to find specific stocks, and then just some basic work to do on the charts to make sure you've got fresh air. So look out for basic training number 3 in due course.